It actually got us to Paso Robles and into wine grapes. Totally different growing, don't think they're the same thing. And so we ended up purchasing a fair amount of land, and we have a vineyard in Paso Robles called Red Cedar Vineyard because we had cedar wood from Washington helped us get into that business, and that's another long story. But we've had that for close to 30 years. We've been growers for a lot of other wineries down in Paso Robles. My brother then we started a winery called Playhouse down in Paso Robles. And then we were like, why are we doing this down here? There's 15 shareholders in the company, all family members. My brother and I are the only two that really work day to day in the company, and he runs everything. And I only work with the wine because that's my passion. And so we went back here. So we bought here the land for Southwind. We're right adjacent to basically Seven Hills. So this is Sylvain Project. There's another wineries that are here. LaPole has their Ferguson Vineyard. There's Double Backs up here. I mean, there's a lot of wineries right that started to plant right in this area. But this was all wheat fields. And so we had to start from scratch. So we decided to take, we like to joke that it's not a joke. We like to say it takes 40 years to grow a tree. We have patience. So we spent 2 years digging test plots completely all over this vineyard. We have 300 acres here. We're only a third planted, and we may not plant anymore. So we dug test plots, analyzed the soils, and then we started planting in 1 acre test plots all over the vineyard. And so literally some of the Southwind wines that you're having tonight only came online 2 years ago. To call our Southwind estate wines, we didn't want to start them new, we didn't want to start them young. So we've literally been waiting, realized where some of the soils would be better, and finally it's been like at least 8 years we've been putting some of the juice in some of the other wines, but not like 100%. But when you have the Southwind wines, they're 100%, and they're only about 50 cases made. We have a couple different soils here. So if you go over that slope back that way, you have the soils that were created, the more newer soils, 15 million, that were created by the Missoula floods. So it's very granitic based and loess and very dusty if you get down that side. And then from this part and then over to that side, so that's the north and this is the south over here slope. You have more ancient soils. Very windy, the wind comes this way. So all the topsoil over here has been blown off from over there and gone over there, and that's where you get that loess, that sandy side. And we have some plots what they call this fractured basalt. And fractured basalt has not been planted. There's little pockets around. It's not been planted in a lot. Ferguson Vineyard from LaPole has some basalt slightly different than ours. But we were really the first people to take the risk and plant in this fractured basalt. And the vines have to go a lot deeper. And we actually, if it was light, we have a pit that shows it, but you're not going to walk in and fall in, and I'm not recommending you walk down and do that. And so you'll have like the Malbec tonight. Some of the Syrahs come from this fractured basalt. Really interesting characters, but it's expensive to do and take the time to research this, and so we did. And so there's other people that have little plots around, and then we found some more in our vineyard that are now starting to plant it because we've seen some really incredible characteristics coming off of this for certain. I think Syrah, Malbec are some of the ones that do the best. We do have a little cab, and I think we're still playing with that a little bit more in that to see if it's really going to prove itself out. But so it's very interesting to have this really ancient soil and this really young, 15 million young soil.